Hey everybody, Tanya from Shooting Star SVG back, and today I want to go through the Etsy listing tag planner. If this is your first time here, go ahead and click on like and subscribe below, as that does keep me motivated to continue making these videos, so that way you can grow your business and change your life. For those of you who are a part of the Facebook group, I have recently released an Etsy listing tag planner. And if you head on over to the Facebook group right now, you can find a link in the group to get that planner for free. And if you are not a part of that group, you can head on over to my website and pick that up for just a few dollars. But I do highly recommend that you join that group, as I do provide a lot of incentives and freebies for y'all, so that way you can continue to scale and grow your business and make more sales and get more traffic. So I highly recommend doing that. I've been on a bit of a hiatus, so I'm going to try to release at least one new video a week. I've just been really overloaded with my actual 9-to-5, and the kids have been a little bit stir crazy with the pandemic going on. But I thought I would go through a quick video on how to utilize this planner, so that way y'all know, how to go through this exercise. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and head on over to my computer screen so y'all can see what I'm doing, and we will get started. So I actually do already have this filled out, okay? So I went ahead and did that. That way I wasn't creating a ridiculously long video. Now, you have the ability to print this out, or you can open up, this in Google Docs, or you can open it up in Microsoft Word, whatever you so wish. The download is available as a PDF, but you can convert it to a Word doc if you so wish. I personally am just going to do this digitally, though I do prefer paper. Everybody is a little bit different. And for this particular listing, I'm going to go ahead and do the I'm a Breast Man SVG. So I'm actually going to head over to my shop so y'all can see this. I haven't optimized the tags on this one yet, but I'm going to do it right now. It actually looks like 16 people have this in their cart as of current, so I don't want to edit it too much, and I know my tags are lacking on a lot of listings, so I would like to go ahead and revamp the tags here utilizing the data that I have gotten off of eRank. And scrolling down, you see that I only have 8 tags, and some of these probably will tie into what is already on my tag planner. But I'm going to go ahead and leave those up. That way, if I have any duplicates, I can add those. And if not, I can just add in the extra ones. So the first thing that you're going to do with this is put your listing name in. Start with your first targeted keyword. And for my case, actually flub this up a little bit. Funny Thanksgiving SVG is the title of this, and then I want to delete that. So this is a little bit more stuffy, but I have inserted 3 of my target keywords. So for me, when I create my listings, what I like to do is keep it to 1, 2, or 3 target keywords, and that is the simplicity of that. I don't include anything additional, and I recommend that you do the same. It's a really happy medium between keyword stuffing and not so keyword stuffing, because it's simple and to the point. It explains what I am providing, and it doesn't really look too messy. So if you haven't already, you can go ahead and watch the video that I'm going to post up above about keyword stuffing and what that means as far as your titles and tags, and how that integrates with the algorithm based off of the Etsy Seller's Handbook. But I digress, so you go check that video out at your leisure. Okay, so here's my listing name. As you can see, my target keywords are going to be Funny Thanksgiving SVG, I'm a Breast Man SVG, and Thanksgiving SVG. And if we look at this listing, it is very clear that I am explaining exactly what this is, which is a quote that says, I'm a breast man, with a turkey on it, and it's pretty funny to me anyway. So what I did was I typed in my first target keyword into eRank on the Keyword Explorer, which is Funny Thanksgiving SVG. And I'm going to go ahead and open that up. You can see that I've put that here in the Keyword Explorer, so I can get the trend data on this. And what I did was I scrolled through these results and then started opening up windows with these keywords that I thought were good. So when I come into this, what I like to do is I will sort it by average searches first and kind of go through. And then I will open up windows from there. So for this one, I went ahead and opened up Thanksgiving SVG, which you can see is right here. Okay. Now, this is another correlation of funny Thanksgiving SVG, and Etsy would pick this up. However, I am going to go ahead and make the executive decision to put that in by itself because the competition is high. Okay. The next keyword that I chose was Kids Thanksgiving SVG. So this one didn't show up here on Funny Thanksgiving SVG, but when you scroll down on the Thanksgiving SVG and you sort by average searches, you can see that that is right here. Now, this is a character count of 21, so I just removed the S here and I can fit that 20 character count. The reason why I chose this one is because it has an okay amount of searches, the click-through rate isn't horrible, and the competition is about mid-grade. So I want to include that one, and that is why I included that. Okay. And then the next one that I chose was Thanksgiving Boy SVG. Obviously, this one is tailored towards a boy because boys love boobies. I guess, you know, and also the word man, isn't it? I guess you could use it for a girl, but it is more boy-centric. So scrolling down here, you know, I didn't really find anything that kind of spoke to me as far as keywords. I suppose I could have used Thanksgiving Boy if I wanted a little bit more because that has lower, a bit of lower competition, but the search volume is not that great. Okay. And then I went ahead and just included Funny SVG as itself. And scrolling down here, I'm going to get a lot of different search trends. So I did not want to include that into anything on my list. So going back to the tag planner, you can see here that I have put in Thanksgiving SVG, Kid Thanksgiving SVG, Thanksgiving Boy SVG, and Funny SVG. Keep in mind, I don't have to continue repeating SVG in my tags. It is just something that I do. Etsy will understand once you put SVG in your tags one time that that is what you're providing. It is just a force of habit for me. If you are struggling with character count, i.e. you have a tag and you need 3 or 4 additional characters, just remove the repeated SVG count and you'll be good to go, okay? So I got my first 4 keywords right there, and I will move this one up to the 4th, okay? And then I went ahead and did my second target keyword. Now, this target keyword is very specific, so I knew I was not going to get a lot of related searches for this. And really, if you go and look at this one for Breast Man SVG, I'm really only going to pull up a lot of breast cancer awareness tags, which does not really tie to the theme that I am trying to apply. But I did see that I'm a Breast Man SVG pulls up at 20 characters, so I did add that. And you can see here that when you scroll down, there's really nothing additional that I can add in unless I just wanted to add in Breast Man. But you can see the competition here is pretty high. If you make your search a little bit more specific, your competition is much lower. And I do believe that's where people are finding me on this count, is because I'm a Breast Man SVG is currently one of my tags in my listing. So I went ahead and put those 2 there. And then for the sake of, you know, babies and boobies, I put breastfeeding SVG up here without even doing any searching, and that's okay. Notice I haven't checked off all of these high, medium, or low. That's because I cannot physically check the boxes while I go through this, but I do have mental notes of that right now. And then my third target keyword was turkey SVG, and when I went in here, I was able to pull several keywords just again by scrolling down and looking at the average searches. As well as the competition in comparison to that, okay? And out of that, I pulled turkey SVG design. So you can see that the searches are not that high and the competition is low. It's just a tag that was a little bit different that I wanted to go ahead and add into there, and you can see that right here. Turkey Day SVG was another one I added. This is not something that people commonly search for. The competition is a bit higher for this low search volume, but it does create kind of a mix in tags that I have that could be applied. Cute Turkey SVG, same thing. It has a low amount of searches and a low amount of competition, but again, to diversify my tags, I want to add something in a little bit different. Turkey Boy SVG has barely any searches and pretty low competition. But you know, it's just another tag to diversify that. And you can see when I type this in, I'm getting searches all over the place, mainly because Etsy Rank is probably pulling that boy SVG and pulling out those related searches. And then I went ahead and duplicated to a sense. Instead of Funny Thanksgiving SVG, I chose Funny Turkey SVG. So you can see that I went ahead and I put these in my tag planner, right? So now you're probably thinking, okay, how in the world do I narrow this down to 13? Okay, because let's see, we have 4, 5 here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 tags, so it's too many. What I did was I put my first 3 target keywords in here. Since Breastman SVG had the lowest amount of tags, I went ahead and put in I'm a breast man and the breastfeeding SVG. And then I basically went through and picked and chose between Turkey SVG and Funny Thanksgiving SVG, which ones may fit. And that was Kids Thanksgiving SVG, Thanksgiving Boy SVG, Funny SVG, Cute Turkey SVG, Turkey SVG Designs, Turkey Day SVG, Turkey Boy SVG, and Funny Turkey SVG. So taking that, I'm going to go ahead and add these into my listing, and I will come back to this in a few days and post on the Facebook group whether or not this has been effective. Okay, so starting from the top, do I have Funny Thanksgiving SVG? I don't think that one will fit, but we'll give it a go. And it's too many characters, but I do have Funny Thanksgiving SVG in here, and I do have SVG, so we'll keep it at that. Breastman SVG is in. Turkey SVG is in there already. I'm a Breastman SVG is already in there. We'll do Breastfeeding SVG. And one thing that I've been trying to do is update this is an older file from like 2018, is to try to update my tags because it's just one of those things where like I didn't do very well with my SEO when I was first starting out, and now I'm a little bit more hyper-focused on that when I'm creating listings. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Let's see, Turkey Boy SVG. Let's take out... and I can leave that there. So I've used all 13 tags. I'm going to go ahead and click on Publish. And again, if you go and view this listing in my shop, which I will go back and look at now, if I can, 16 people do have this in their cart. So that's really cool. Hopefully more people will buy it. I think it's pretty funny. It's a pretty clean cut file. And I will continue to promote that through Thanksgiving. So the keyword tool is very useful for you if you are struggling to plan out your keywords, or you're just trying to think off the top of your head. I find sometimes if I'm writing things down on paper, that helps me think. And just keep in mind, you don't necessarily have to use Etsy Rank or Marmalade to get these keywords. You can use some free tools out there like Keywords Everywhere, which I will go through in another video very soon here to show you the power of Keywords Everywhere, which is utilizing Google search. And yeah, I mean, you can also write down target keywords that come to your mind when you are putting your mindset in the headspace of your customer. Okay, so you really have to put your mind in the headspace of the customer. And I will get into contextual searching later on because Etsy has been pushing that towards the end of this year, which I constantly talk about. But really just use the tool. Use this tool. It will help you visualize what your tags are. And if you can't fill out all 13 spaces, that's fine. You know, it is what it is. It's a little bit more difficult for digital designs versus physical products. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments box below. If you got something out of this video, please click on like and subscribe below, as that does keep me motivated to continue making these videos, so that way you can grow your business and change your life. And if y'all need anything at all, head on over to the Facebook group and join our like-minded community of individuals trying to grow their business from the ground up. Comment below or reach out to me via email, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Have a good night.